Welcome to UFC Mexico Friday face-off recap. We're just going to go through the individual fights that we have bets on. We'll do a recap at the end, listing out all the bets we have. We'll see if anything changes. We're pretty heavy on this card. We have over 20 units already placed. So keep that in mind. But yeah, let's dive right into it and let's get our final bets laid out. The first one of the night, Austin Hubbard versus Medeiros. We have Hubbard at a plus 167. This line's come down. It's at a plus 142 right now. We have 3 units on him. I'll recap the exact amounts at the end. But let's see how he looks physically. It's mainly what we're looking for. We're looking for physical, and we're looking for confidence and anything else that might give us an idea. This generally doesn't tell us much. I would say 5%. This is mainly just to recap our bets and see if there's anything we're missing. Doesn't look like it there. I see about the same size guy. Next one here, Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pichel. We have a plus 375. That line has not moved one bit on Vince Pichel. And we just like the value. We have this closer to a 50-50. Rafa should definitely be favored, but slightly. I do like the confidence of Vince Pichel going into this fight. He's always been a good fighter, and he's just gone on a losing skid, and so people think he's done. He's older, but it's worth that plus 375 line, I believe. And I do suspect that Pichel should have a height advantage here, but we'll see. That is why I like the face-off, because then I can actually see, the online stuff. It'll tell you he's this height, that height, but it doesn't matter until we see it. Yep, there we go. Nice little height advantage. That's pretty common with Rafa Garcia, so see where that goes. Next one here, Meli Costa. I would like to put another unit on this. We currently have 4 units. Really what I'm looking for here is, again, size advantage. I think Costa's kind of on the bigger side. He was big against Feely. He was thicker, too, than Feely, not just with height. He's got some around. There's a little moonwalk in there. He does have the vitiligo, so he likes to do the mask. He's a wild boy, though, and he's good. He is very good and aggressive. And I do think Rodriguez is going to have an issue with that because he likes to kind of stay back, and he has been susceptible to more powerful, explosive strikers, and I feel like that fits right with Costa. I am going against quite a few of the Mexican fighters, but I do have some on my card here. Gastelum obviously being one of them. But that may also be why we're seeing some more value, is people are betting the Mexican fighters in Mexico. Yeah, that's a nice little height advantage. He's got a size advantage here. And I don't think he'll have a physicality advantage over Rodriguez, who is a good wrestler, physical fighter, but I do think there's an advantage there. Next one here, CJ Vergara versus Charez. This we got at a plus 215 early. We took more action at plus 250. And now the line's come back down. It's basically back at 215, plus 215 for Vergara. I think Charez is going to have the slight height advantage, but Vergara is just a tough customer. I think it's a tough line, but again, fading the Mexican fighter in Mexico. Charez coming out here has, looks like he's got some Day of the Dead mask going. Shake hands. Slight height advantage, but not much. Vergara looks a little thicker. Don't see too much one way or the other there. Going to keep the units the same. Next one here, we have Vince Morales against Raul Rosas Jr. Vince Morales here, strictly a numbers play. Currently a plus 350. We got him earlier. We got him again. We have 3 units on him currently. And I'm probably going to stick with those 3 units. Morales is a solid fighter, but he may be one of those guys. It's the stepping stone for elite fighters, and we're not sure yet with Raul Rosas Jr. I do think he's overhyped, though, and I think the plus 450 shows it. So don't mind taking the dog here, but not my most confident in terms of winning, and the metrics show it too. They have Raul Rosas a slight favorite, around 55%. And that makes sense to me. I would favor him as well, but slightly, not at plus 350 on the other side. Would not put him in a parlay at minus 450. Morales is tough. Raul Rosas, a little bit taller, definitely on the aggressing side in the face-off, but Morales is calm. Probably also feels like he wants to win in Mexico City too. So, okay, next one, Gastelum and Pfeiffer. Got this at a plus 400. It's down to a plus 240 on Gastelum now. I already know what we're going to see here. We're going to see a man towering over another. No one has ever claimed. I mean, if you just looked at these two fighters, Joe Pfeiffer's on minus 5,000. But that's more on the side of Gastelum. Never looks like the more physically imposing fighter, because he's not. He's just a fighter. And it looks like he's getting a little crowd noise there. Mexico City, yeah, look at that. Got the body of a drywaller. You know what? Drywallers are strong. Hang sheetrock all day, you get strong like Kevin Gastelum. So here we go. Yep, staring up at him. Gastelum's not impressed. See, I like the confidence from Gastelum. He's been in there with everyone. Give me that plus 400. We have 2.5 units. Solid underdog play. Last bet of the night here. Got this one somewhat early, but wish I could have got it earlier. If I had gotten this when it opened up even money, which is crazy, I would have dumped 5 units. Instead, we got 3.8 on Brandon Moreno at minus 185. Currently at minus 245. Urseg looking his normal Michael Scott self, looking like he's starring in The Office. And Brandon Moreno hyping up the crowd. I will say one thing. I love having money on Brandon Moreno because of the type of fighter he is. He's going to go out there and give it his all. And I do think that this is going to be a very tough fight for Urseg. Metrics have Moreno at 85%, which is a solid number. And so minus 185 is a steal. Value going away, though, at a minus 240 now. So I just have the 3.8 units, 2 and 2. Little bit shorter in Urseg, but he's a tall flyweight. Respectful. And there you go. All right, so that's it for Friday Face-Off Recap. If you're watching this short, go check out my YouTube channel for the full face-offs and the breakdown for each one. But above me right here is my recap, so let's run through them. Austin Hubbard plus 164. We have 3 units to win 4.91. That is a potential add-on if we can get a number better than plus 150 because that line has come down. We might add another unit on Austin Hubbard. Come and check out the live stream. Vince Pichel plus 375. 2 units to win 7.5. That we're probably keeping at that level. I like that bet, but at 2 units, I like it even more. Meli Costa plus 158. This line has come down. We have 4 units to win 6.32 units. I want to get a plus 150 or better. It's currently at plus 141. So that's going to be a game time decision to put another unit, 5 units the max. So we may get max unit on Meli Costa. CJ Vergara plus 234. 4 units to win 9.35. This is also a maybe. I'm seeing the line go up. If it gets out of control, we'll put another unit. Max play on Vergara. I do like this bet a lot. Vince Morales plus 283. 3 units to win 8.3 units. This is now up to a plus 385. I definitely recommend putting a little on it at that line. But I do think there may be a step up in competition for Raul Rosas Jr. and there may also be, he may have taken that step up. So tread cautiously. 3 units all I'm going to have on Vince Morales, but I still like the bet. I think there's a bit of value on it. Kevin Gastelum plus 398. That line doesn't exist anymore. It's now down to a plus 220. We beat the line movement on it, so we're going to stick with the 2.5 units to a 9.95. Very good bet on Gastelum there, and I liked him in the face-off. Last bet of the night, Brandon Moreno, minus 185. Projected probabilities 85%. So we went 3.7 units to win 2 units. We don't only take underdogs. If we have value, we bet favorites. I love Brandon Moreno in this spot. And so most likely sticking with that because the line has gone up to a minus 250. But there you go. That's over 20 units on the night. But we have a big potential to win big on this card. I'm feeling very good. Our unit size is going up in this next week, as I went over in my previous video. So let's end this strong. We're retiring these graphics, guys. So this will be the last one, except for the recap. We'll still have this graphic, but then we're moving forward. We're in quarter 2 after this week. Very exciting. And let's finish this quarter strong. Finish it strong with me, guys. Comment if you're tailing on any of these picks, and I will see you at the window.